Hi everyone, it's Kim. I'm working on my card for the Cardz TV gallery design team, and it's going to be a Mother's Day card for my grandma. My grandma's favorite color is lavender or purple, you know, same kind of thing like that. So, you know, I'm looking at my paper, my scraps of paper, thinking, oh, I should emboss it, I should do that, you know, the same thing that I do every single time. So I came up with this crazy idea. I don't know if this is going to work, but if you're willing to play along, let's do this. I'm going to take my, I think this is 2-inch, 1.5-inch score tape, and I'm going to put it all the way across. Look how I'm cutting this. Don't ask me why I did that. Okay, I'm going to put it all the way across the card, and then I'm going to trim it off. So the idea is to make the top part of the card sticky. And it is important to line it up straight. I'm going to put it all the way across. And I'm kind of cutting it a little bit too big so I can trim it, but whether, you know, better than it being too short. So line that up there. And I'm glad this is a little flexible for the mistakes. It's really okay that it's kind of bumpy here because I'm going to be covering it. But if you could avoid doing that, that would probably be good. And then my last piece here, which I know again is going to be too long and too wide this way. Too long and too wide. All right. As long as I'm covering the top of the card, I should be okay. And I'm going to come in here and trim it. Are you wondering what the heck is this lady doing? Get that out of the way. It's a little early for a Mother's Day card because it's only the 18th of April. But the idea popped in my head and I thought I'd go ahead and just start working on it and see how it comes out. Well, at least we know that this tape is good because it's definitely sticking to my scissors. I could use my Tim Holtz scissors. I don't think it would stick then. Open that up. There we go. These are Teflon, so tape doesn't stick to it. Alright, so let's peel the tape off. Find the edge to it. Sometimes I do this and I end up peeling off the tape and the cover and everything. And I go, oops. And this one. And this one. Now, what I'm about to do, I'm sure there's other ways to do this. Whether it be with glue or, you know, just 3M. But I don't know. It's one of those things I just wanted to try. Okay, so we're going to start out with a piece of this yellow ribbon, and this is Ofray, so this is a Joanne brand. I need to sharpen my scissors. Those will do. And I'm going to come right up to the corner here and I'm going to put this down. Let me get this extra stuff off here. And then I'm just going to cut it right here because we're going to trim everything later. Then I'm going to add this. I got this at an expo a while back. I'm going to move this right over here. And I'm going to add the purple. Now this one's important that you do line it up right next to each other. And I'll trim that. Okay, I think you know where I'm going with this, right? I'm going to do another purple. I'm going to do yellow, purple, purple. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera and finish this up because you guys don't need to watch me sit here and do this. and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, hold on just a sec. Alrighty, I'm finished. Now I get to trim it off. Now I've done this type of technique where I've done the stripes with washi tape, but I've never done it with actual ribbon. And I found my material scissors because my other ones were just not, I was gonna say just not cutting it, but no pun intended, huh? Yeah, these are my big old Mambo Jumbo material scissors. If anybody takes these out of my craft room and uses them for paper, they're gonna have to answer to me, because these are my lovely scissors. Yeah, as I said, you can use washi tape as well. Okay, look at that, how cute. Okay, so the card set, the stamp set that I'm using is from Cardz TV, obviously, and it's the Mother's Day, and I'm going to use it for my grandmother on Mother's Day. And I found this, I searched a label on the Cricut Design Space, and I found this. It was so pretty, and I got some purple glitter cardstock, and it comes in 2 layers, actually 3 layers, not layers, but it's from Spring Fling, and if you're familiar with Spring Fling, it has a write option as well. So when I created it on my virtual mat, I clicked on the eye to close it so that there was no writing involved in this. It just cut this and it cut this. And that's going to go right across the front of my card. So let's go ahead and stamp it out. Now what I did to make sure that the stamp size was going to fit the circle was I physically measured Mary's stamp, and then I made it according to how big the stamp was, the middle part, if that made any sense. Because quite often I'll make a label or something, and then I'll go, oh, it's not big enough. I'll have to cut it out again. Oh, my little girl, she's gonna bark. She's doing much better lately, but I have a feeling she's about to let it loose here. Okay, so I'm going to do right there. Now I pushed a little bit too hard on the stamp, so I make it a little bit of the black background, which I didn't. Yay for me. And then I'm going to glue this onto the glitter. Score tape will not work on paper, putting paper and glitter. Just does not work. It doesn't stick. Put that right in the middle. Isn't that pretty glitter paper? Love it. It's from Recollections. I actually bought it for oh, do you see what I just did? I almost cut my tape with my material scissors. Would have been upset. All right, and I'm gonna put this on the back. It's gonna pop up a little bit. Tear that off. Bring this in, and it's gonna go right there. Isn't that great? Look at that bright colors, the pink, the purple and the yellow. Ooh, all right, everybody, thanks so much for hanging in there with me, and have a great day.